Youth and Gender Officer with Heal Zimbabwe Trust. And we also have Monallisa Jonasi. She is a YES participant and a member of the Girl Guides Association of Zimbabwe. Ropa, welcome to the deep dive.
Thank you. Thank you.
It's great to have you on board. Monallisa, welcome.
Oh, thank you so much.
So how has been your day?
My day has been okay. I've been at the office the whole day. Interesting conversations with some ladies that I was with on exchange, so it's been really good.
Great stuff. Ropa, how's been September for you so far?
September is windy. No wonder why I thought it wasn't windy. It was going to be September. I was almost blown away by the wind.
You can say that again. All right, so we are getting right into our discussion of volunteerism. I'll start with you, Ropa. What first inspired you to start volunteerism? Like, was there a moment or a story that sparked it?
I would say I was inspired to start because I saw a gap in my community. I grew up in Ascot in Guero, and it's a very populated community, and you see how the less privileged or vulnerable groups in our community, talking of the orphans, the young women in the community, teenage mothers. I've seen how they've been struggling to tackle the challenges that they've been facing in this life. So that inspired me to start volunteerism because I realized I could be part of a solution. Even in a small way, I could help. Even in that small thing, give food, give clothing, or just give knowledge and teach them how to read, teach them how to write. So that inspired me because I wanted to develop a community that I would be proud of in the future.
Wow, that is just so beautiful. Monallisa, how has volunteering changed your outlook on life or the way you see your community?
Actually, volunteering has made me see that in the community there is actually help that is needed, and through volunteering you can actually achieve that. You can actually help in the things that the world is facing, the global challenges that the world is facing. That is something that you can help by volunteering. So actually volunteering opened my eyes into seeing, like, where can I help? What issues are there? Because we are helping address issues that probably me myself, before I started volunteering, I thought that were not so much big. But when I went into the world and said I want to volunteer, this is how I can help, then I saw that this is how I can help the community that I'm in.
Awesome stuff. Would you mind sharing with us maybe some of the ways in which you have shared your time or your skills?
I have a degree in development studies, so it actually allows me to work in multifaceted areas. So through that, I have managed to work in my organization, the Girl Guides. We actually work with the SDGs, and through my degree, I have actually managed to use my experience in that and help attain these goals that we are working towards. And actually we have different initiatives that we move with in the Yes Girls movement also, and being able to talk to girls about the stigma that surrounds maybe periods has actually helped me impact societies. And also we have another initiative in STEM, knowing that girls can actually do STEM. That was actually very impactful for me because I actually did volunteering on that part in Zambia. I was actually amazed with the things that girls can actually do and seeing the talent that they have and knowing for sure that they can actually attain these goals.
Powerful.
Yeah.
Ropa, back to you. What skills or life lessons have you gained through your volunteer work?
I've learned a lot, and I realized that giving and volunteerism teaches you more than any classroom can.
Wow.
It teaches you empathy, it teaches you compassion, and those are some of the things that I've gained from volunteerism. I've learned to communicate, I've learned teamwork, I've learned leadership, and that is something that would be advantageous to me in the job market, in looking for a job, because there are some skills that you never get in college. There are some things that you never get even out there, but it's only when you start volunteerism. So those are the skills that one can get. I would say I got them, and I believe that to everyone who might want to volunteer, these skills would be there and would make each and everyone better each day.
Great stuff. Now, Ropa, is there an unforgettable experience that you love to share with us?
Very many unforgettable experiences. When I started volunteerism, I started when I was in Ascot. Then I went to my rural community in Roma, where I taught a very few girls on how to sew reusable pads.
Oh, nice.
To me, that was a moment that I will never forget, because I got the chance to train them to so that they seek their confidence, they grow in their confidence, knowing that they have a sustainable solution to menstrual stress, and that they can go to school without thinking of where they will get the pads. So that's a very unforgettable moment to me. And also another unforgettable moment is when we did a Feed the Street campaign. I volunteer with students out in Zimbabwe, which is in Beri and Harare as well. We did the Feed the Street campaign. We gave street kids food. We gave our mothers food. We were in the streets. And to me, that is an unforgettable moment, because you could see them. They were saying,
Wow.
thank you so much. I didn't know where I was going to get my next meal. So to me, that is so unforgettable, because you don't know, even with a small act, you help someone to boost their confidence. You help someone to live.
Wow. Thank you for that, Ropa. That's so heartwarming. Monallisa, can you share an unforgettable experience that you've had through your volunteer work?
The ability to live in a diverse community. For me, that was really unforgettable. Learning the different lives people in Madagascar live, knowing kuti vanhu vanodya rice rine mvura.
Wow.
That was really unforgettable for me. And also the STEM initiative in Taura through Girl Guides. I was amazed with the projects because we had a project for 11-year-olds to 14-year-olds. I was really amazed with the projects that they did, being able to light a light bulb, connected kumagets, and that was really amazing. And another memorable moment for me was being able to live more diverse society. I got the opportunity to meet about 53 girls from 12 different countries. Wow. And being able to live with some of them, learning about their ways of lives, about their languages, and being actually able to talk about things, and us living together and sharing moments was actually really nice for me. And it's up to now, it's so much unforgettable, knowing that as much as we are in different countries, but through volunteerism we are sharing the same goal. We know what we want to attain, and we can do it together. So for me, that has been actually the highlight for my volunteering.
Wow, it's just that's really an awesome experience.
Yes.
I can imagine.
Yeah.
Now, Ropa, you mentioned some projects that you've participated in, like feeding the street kids and mothers, and I'm sure you felt so much satisfaction with that, just seeing the joy and happiness that you were able to bring about. Now, do you believe that volunteer work can actually create lasting change? Like, what makes the impact stick?
I believe it's lasting change, because sometimes we volunteer to the people who are in the localization of our solutions. I'd like to believe it's localization of solutions. Where we go to the people who are often forgotten, or people in the deep roots, somewhere where like the government or other organizations cannot reach. That's where I do my volunteering at most. So I believe that it makes impact, because to them it's something that they never look forward to. If I train them to sew reusable pads, it's something that they are going to teach the next people and the next girls in line. And that's going to be a sustainable thing of them reducing menstrual stress. So I believe that sometimes if we do volunteering, and if we are consistent, because it's all around being consistent. If we're not consistent, it's a skill that's going to be ignored. But if we are consistent in doing that, and if we are going there regularly to check on them, because that's what they need. They want someone who is like compassionate, someone who is always there to check on them, because they feel loved, they feel that. And if we are present, then it's going to be sustainable. The real thing is for us to be consistent in volunteerism, for us to be there and not just go, go and rebuild and then never be seen again. Then it won't be sustainable. But in this manner, I am sure that it will be.
Thank you, Ropa. But it's true. Akakosha, sustainable and consistency. Definitely, we can go places. Tunyaso make sure to impact yoyo inenge it's like a lasting change, not just something that we do today and then forget about it. But I love how you're saying, no, we continue to revisit that and we continue to plow into wherever we see that there is need. Now let's look at the bigger picture, Monallisa.
Yeah.
Why do you think volunteerism matters in today's world, especially with everything going on?
I believe that volunteerism create compassion and unity. Compassion in the sense kuti knowing kuti what is our goal, what challenges is the world or the community at large facing, and knowing kuti where can we help and what can we actually do to really help. Then unity in the sense kuti we know that kuti we have a problem munyadze gender equality, we know that we have a problem maybe equal education for all. So what can we do as a community? Sakatino batana says a community. So in volunteerism, so then we manage kuita unity together and say, okay, this is our common goal. How can we actually attain this goal as a global village? Because the world as a whole is a global village. So how can we do it together in actually helping each other and making sure that we make an impact on a certain issue?
Great stuff. Now, Ropa, how does volunteering help build unity and cooperation among people from different walks of life?
I think Monallisa said some of those things. Because volunteerism in bringing unity brings compassion. I grew up in Chuza Kuti released by the word Ubuntu. You are because I am, and that's unity. So if we come together to solve some solutions, it brings us together. That's making us united and cooperate as we move towards one goal. So I would just want to say volunteerism brings unity in the sense that it brings people together for one main goal and one main purpose. That's saying Ubuntu, we are there, we should be there for each other. So that's what it brings, unity, cooperation, Ubuntu.
Ubuntu, lovely stuff. Let's look at encouragement and advice. Monallisa, what would you say to someone who's never volunteered before but they're curious?
I would say that a lot of people vakanzwa volunteerism, they're like, what do I benefit at the end? Why do you want me to volunteer for free and get what? But like I said, the world at large is a global village. How can we address certain issues? It's like knowing that maybe effects of climate change that are on us and munika paper. So if you don't go around mchunonga paper achona on the first Friday of each month, who is going to pick up that litter? So my advice to you is that try it, go for it, you grow, you actually learn, and you have more experience. And as for me, through it, I've gained social experience. Even in the professional field, I've actually gained that through volunteering. I can actually put it down on my CV to say that I volunteered in this country. I was doing 1, 2, 3, so it's actually good. You should try it.
Well, great stuff. So, Ropa, how do you feel we can actually encourage more people, like especially the youth, to get involved in volunteer work?
Monallisa said that you should start, and I believe you should even start small. Wherever you are, you can start. It doesn't matter you don't have money or you don't have anything, because volunteerism is being able to dedicate or sacrifice your time, talent, and treasure. And if you don't have talent, at least be there, provide your time, provide your talent. If you don't have talent, maybe you have treasure, give to those who do not have. Because at the end of the day, we are a global community working towards reaching the Sustainable Development Goals. You know what you are capable, you know where your strengths are. That's and sangana. You are not going to change the world overnight, but we're going to start small. So whatever skill, whatever talent, whether you have time, talent, treasure, give it to the world, because we want to create a world where we are both proud of. We want to create a world where we will feel safe to say, you know what, I was part of creating this change. So I would like to encourage everyone that no matter where you are, start small, start with what you believe is okay for you. Start where you feel you can fill the gate. Because at the end of the day, it's not a one-man thing, but we have to do it together so that we produce better and good results.
Thank you very much, Ropa. There's someone who's tuned in right now, and they do feel they want to contribute, perhaps cleaning up the environment or wherever help is needed, but they don't really know where to go. They want to join other volunteers. Are there platforms where they can actually go so that they can make use of their skills and knowledge? Monallisa?
They are. For us at the Girl Guides, we have a page on LinkedIn, Girl Guides Association of Zambia. We also have the same page, the same name on Instagram, Facebook, and also on TikTok, and Twitter also. And our offices are open to those who want to volunteer. You can join us, you can come and actually get to know more about it. And then for other opportunities, you can also look up online and actually see how you can help. For example, in Chungiza on Friday, as part of the Girl Guides, kune cleanup iriko yakagadzirwa irikuitwa municipality of Makoni, right? But in Girl Guides tine yatinoti greener mindsets, and we're actually advocating for a cleaner city and making sure we go green for all things. And for us, we are actually volunteering to go there and actually help with the cleanup. So there are informations out there, and you can actually learn more on how you can be part of the volunteering.
Thank you very much, Monallisa. Ropa, is there anything you'd like to add? Places where someone can go to offer their time and skills?
Okay, the beginning of the internet is fast information. It's only that we're not looking for it. Otherwise, we can see organizations who are doing much work, and they are very welcoming to volunteers. As Monallisa said, the municipality and many organizations usually do cleanup campaigns on every Friday of every month, because it is National Cleanup Day. So we can join those. And as well, I work with students up in Zimbabwe. We usually work in Gweru. So here in Harare, maybe we can partner with Say What, which works on SIHR, one of the diseases that has been hurting all youth in our generation. We can educate people on sexual reproductive health rights. So what I would advise is find your niche, know where you have interest, so that when you are volunteering, you're also enjoying that. Because I believe that volunteering can be also part of your learning experience. You might be doing something that you are learning in school, and maybe not only want to topic a dissertation.
Yeah.
So find your interest, find your niche, so that you follow that. I also work with Zimbabwe Trust. It's a peace-building organization. We do human security, but then we work with rural communities. If you are in rural communities, then you can communicate with me. We can communicate with you, Zimbabwe Trust, on LinkedIn, on Facebook, on Instagram, on X, as well as on Facebook. We can respond to you. We are open to volunteers. And I think I would end here.
All right, thank you very much, Ropa. If you have got questions, I have Ropa and Monallisa here. We're talking about volunteering. Don't hesitate to hit me up via WhatsApp on 0719 100404. Someone's coming through. It's a comment. Volunteerism gives individuals a sense of purpose and fulfillment. This is coming from Ernest Flau. Definitely following the conversation.
That is so true. And I wanted to add, sometimes you don't have to wait for someone or to join some people so that you start volunteering. Sometimes you can just prepare a meal or take those clothes that you know them away. You see where there is need. Go and gift those people. It's also part of volunteerism.
Well, it is as simple as that. So what are you waiting for? There's always something that you can actually do to change someone's life. Someone's coming through and they're asking here, can I use volunteerism as experience on my CV?
Yes, I believe you can do that. For example, I volunteered in Switzerland. I can use that on my CV. I used it to apply for a job that I got. I was a programs officer.
Right.
And also as a programs officer, I was a volunteer. But now I've got the experience. It was through volunteering. So now I can put it on my CV to say that I have experience in being a programs officer. And actually I have the work and the skills to show for it that I can actually do it. So yes, you can use volunteerism as a skill on your CV. Yes.
Well, there you have it. If you are a graduate and you are one who's always saying, they want people who have experience and experience, there you go. You can volunteer your time and your skills, and which will benefit. At the end of the day, you also have gained that experience, and you have something on your CV, some Monallisa. So,
Yeah.
Ropa, is there anything you want to add?
Actually, you could even start volunteering while you're still in college. There are many clubs at college where you can volunteer with. There are peer educators, the Network Club, Toastmasters. You can volunteer with those, such that when you have finished your degree, you have those 3-4 years of experience that you have. Because nowadays people are saying we want someone with 2 years experience. If you had started volunteering in college, then your years of experience, I mean, Akwana by this time. So you can start at school, college, and even high school. Scripture Union do that.
Imagine that. Probably listening and so these things that I've actually been doing, I've been volunteering, because sometimes we put a different meaning to it and we interpret it in a certain deep way. You could attend a Pan organization and you're clocking in and clocking out without getting any payment, but those duties that you do as Scripture Union, you've heard it yourself, my Toastmasters, it is also a form of volunteering, which is just great. Just shows that everybody can actually play a part and contribute something. Monallisa, how long have you been volunteering?
Since I was 9 years.
Wow.
I've been volunteering, but mostly I've just been a girl guide. So when I was in university, I continued with that. Then that's when I became more actively involved because of school. The previous years I couldn't be more actively involved, but now I can say it's been more than 9 years when I was like actively involved. Yeah, that's when I've been.
That is just amazing.
Yeah.
So one can never be too young either.
No.
There was a 9-year-old Monallisa and she was volunteering. Definitely there is always something for you to do. Ropa, how long have you been in this business?
5 years now. I started volunteering during my upper 6th level holiday. I had nothing to do and just said, I can help my community. So that's when I started.
That's great. And you haven't looked back?
I never look back. I actually enjoy what I'm doing. Because as I said before, sometimes you do something that you love, something that you have interest in. So in me doing what I love, I actually got a dissertation topic while I was volunteering. And the people that I was volunteering with, Ropa Mandy, like the research materials that I needed. So if you are doing what you love, then it's going to benefit you as well. Because volunteering is not just about helping people. You are also helping yourself in doing what you're doing.
Right, great. Do you have any last words for us, Monallisa, on this topic of volunteerism?
I would like to say that opportunities are out there. Don't always look for something in return. I know kuti unongochizoda something kuti if I do this ndichazowanichi. You're getting experience. You might not get financial finances and whatever, but then you are getting experience, because volunteering is doing something willingly without expecting anything. But then through that, you gain leadership skills, you gain how to live in a diverse community, you learn how to work in a teamwork. This actually prepares you. If you are going to get a job that is going to pay you, you actually get to learn a lot from it, and that has actually helped me. I have gained confidence through volunteering, because you also get the opportunity to speak among a multitude of crowds and you get to learn new languages. So for me, that has been really helpful. And I would say that if you want to do volunteering, go and do something that you love. Go for it. It will actually help you. I was more determined in working on something that has to do with sustainable development, but right now I'm actually getting the experience through volunteering. I am seeing the project that the Girl Guides are actually doing that we have, and I'm like, okay, wow, this is it. This is what I've been looking for. Maybe I've been looking for it in the wrong places, but actually I found it here, and it's been so very much helpful. So if you want, go for it. Big things happen through small changes. Bit by bit, you'll get there where you want to be.
That's great. You know, we should have that message on a banner and just put it somewhere so that we can all see and continue to just reflect upon it. I'm just going to squeeze in one message real quick. My current role from an NGO transition from being a volunteer, so people should just go for it. You never know what comes your way. That's coming from TMK. Thank you so much for your contribution. Now, Ropa, I'm coming to you. Any parting shots?
Let me say this. That's a simple phrase, and I'll explain it. If it is to be, it is up to you. Sometimes you don't have to wait for people to build the world that we want. If you want a world that respects gender equality, to start advocating for gender equality. If you want a world that to make sure that the environment is safe for everyone, then you have to start advocating for environment, culture change, climate change. If you want the world to acknowledge diversities of people, then you have to start campaigning for that. So I'll just say, if it is to be, it is up to you, not anyone else.
Thank you very much, Ropa and Monallisa, for coming through and for sharing with us your journey through volunteerism and just, opening up our eyes to this world and just to see that we can also make a change. We can also make a difference. Hoping that you continue with your great work.
Oh, thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
All right, you are tuned into Capitalk 100.4 FM, Harare's Heartbeat. Do stand by for the news coming up at the top of the hour.